Greetings YouTube, Cross-Train here from World of Tanks, and today I'm going to bring you a treat. Because just recently, in fact in the last couple of days, I decided that I was going to go chase down the Bat Chat. Well, the Bat Chat line is a line that has lights all the way up till Tier 8, and I have just never been a fan of light tanks. Now perhaps that is because most of the light tanks I've played early in my career in World of Tanks, and it was a long time ago, and as bad as I am now, I was much worse then. So just didn't have very fond memories of light tanks. But let me tell you, I did free XP, the French line, all the way up to Tier 5 here, the AMX ELC bis, and let me tell you, I absolutely love this little tank. It gets very mixed reviews, but I absolutely love it. It's got the turret on it, has I think 15 degrees of traverse each way, so it only has 30 degrees traverse to your front, so it is similar to a TD in that regard, in that you don't have a whole lot of wiggle. The thing is, this thing is so squat. I mean, look at me next to that OI. That is just crazy. Next to that tank right there, or next to the SU-100Y, just unbelievable. But so I'm going to go ahead and get this thing rolling, and but I just absolutely love this little tank. It is so freaking much fun, and it is fast. Now, it has a, forget what my timer says. It says 12 seconds. That's base. I don't know why it does that on replays, but I have this thing at about a 10.57, I believe, reload time. So it's a 90mm cannon on it, 10.57 second reload, so it's a long reload for a light tank, particularly at Tier 5, but it hits for 240 points. So when it hits, it's pretty nasty. And you'll notice in the upper right hand corner, right up in here, the expected damage for this thing is only 468, which basically means you get 2 hits and you're already at 1200 win 8. So 3 hits puts you in great shape. So I decided to take up this spot right here. I got my binos, let my binos kick in, and then I can spot that hill that I'm pointing at right now, which is where a lot of the enemy tanks will come to. We do have 2 Arties, so I figure if I can get this spotted, then the tanks on my team, as well as Artie, hopefully, not the 304 because he's gone way over in D0, but hopefully M44 can hit some of the stuff that doesn't going to light up. So again, not a whole lot. I'm going to spend a good bit of this time just passively scouting, trying to get some lights for my team. Here comes the T150. You can see that it's got a nice pen. It's got like 170 something pen as well. So that T150 really, I hit it at a downward slope as well. But you can see I penned it and got I think a 221 point. But yeah, this thing has 170 penetration, 240 average damage. So that's, I mean, that's really nice. On the APCR shell, that's got 248 pen and 240 damage. That's pretty crazy. But I don't find at Tier 5 that it really needs the APCR, although I do carry 10. You can see that nice soft toaster was up there and put a nice shot into it for 200 or 196. Low rolled it. That one, yeah, it's not the most accurate tank in the world, but nonetheless, it's accurate enough. You'll see I get a shot just as that thing gets killed by something else. So far it's not going too bad. I got 2 shots in already at 417, low rolled 1. But well, the title will tell you that this game didn't end up turning out okay for the good guys. But I'm bringing it to you because this is the first ever game that I'm going to pick up an ace tanker in a loss. So, spoiler alert right there if you didn't read the title. This is going to be a loss. Our team just gets rolled all the way around. You can see it's 4-1 already. The aim time on this thing is ridiculous too. You see this. But there's something about this tank that I absolutely love. Just absolutely love this thing. It is so good. It's fast. Again, it's got very little turret rotation, but nonetheless, it is a fun tank because it's speed. Because you can literally drive right up next to tanks and shoot them, and they can't do anything because they can't depress their gun far enough. This thing's only about 4 feet tall, it looks like. So it just doesn't. It's not easy to hit. And when it's moving, it's so small, so squat, that and it moves so fast that it's actually relatively hard to hit on the move. So I'm trying here to see if I can spot anything. I'm trying to decide whether I want to run up the one line. I certainly don't want to run into only 400 hit points, so you don't have a lot of room to wiggle. Then I see the M4 coming, and that's easy pickings for this gun. So again, I have not been spotted yet. So I'm sitting in this bush, even though I've fired however many shots I fired at this point, 4 or 5 shots. In this bush. We'll take a look out. See, I have still not been spotted yet. So even as close as that M4 was when I shot him, as close as the T-150 was when I shot him, I never got spotted. So pretty quickly here, I'm going to decide that I'm going to move and go see if I can. Not sure if that. Well, the Wolverine looks like he's dead. But go see what I can find by poking over. I see that at this point I'm pretty much convinced the game's pretty much a loss. Our city's falling apart. Not sure what those TD's going to do back there, but I am coming up here to see if I can spot anything. Nothing, so I go ahead and decide to go in. I'm just going hunting for their arty, quite frankly, at this point. So my plan is to go up to that next hill, and then I go, oh, hey, look. I'm going to show you what I mean right here. Watch what happens here. I put one shot into the bishop, then I'm going to circle around him. See, I got no turret, so you got to turn around, and this thing traverses really nicely. Watch what he does. He fired right over me. He couldn't depress that thing enough to hurt me. So I'm doing this just to hopefully get dark and not have their other arty shoot me is the reason I did that little circle there. But yeah, even with that, even when I was directly in front of him, he couldn't get it down low enough to shoot me. So at this point, I know we've got an LI and a Jagdpanzer 4 that's sitting in our base. The SU-100Y is going back. So I know it's either they're going to be able to handle defending the base or they're not, and we're going to get wasted. But regardless, I'm going hunting for arty, and I happen to. Oh, there he is. Again, he never sees me. Watch. I don't remember if I get spotted here, but this is the camo on this thing is really pretty nice. I'm sitting in the wide open. There's one shot. Got a 10.5 second reload. He hasn't turned around to pick me up yet. Never did. So the AT-8 hasn't seen me. So I decided to move around. I'm going to get on cap for a second, but I'm getting off. Every intent of getting off. Then I decide to see if I can pick up the SU-100 is right there, so I don't know if he can see me, but he's full health, so I'm going to just hide behind this bush, and it's not even transparent, so again, and you'll see, I'm going to get 3 shots off here on this guy, and he never turns to me. I'm not lit, for one thing. I'm just going to keep plugging away at him. Actually, it's 4 shots because I left him on 4 hit points. trying to run away, but it ain't gonna work. So, just like that, the other team caps out. I'm left here with 4 kills. We'll look at the post-game results, but I'm not sure what our Jagdpanzer did. He's full health, but he never went back up top to even try to do anything. So I don't know if he went AFK, if he disconnected, or if he just is orange. Not sure, but regardless of that, we got capped out here. Big loss. So I wasn't expecting much when I went to the results screen, but let's jump over there and take a real quick look at it. You can see, by the way, up here, you can see even at 1,795 damage in this thing. It's almost 10,000, 9,200 win 8 for that if you manage. I ended up getting 2,000, a little over 2,000, and my win 8 ended up being 12,000 for this game. So not that it's easy to get 2,000 damage in the ELC, but it certainly is possible. And again, I'm just back in the lights, which, man, I'm just loving. Loving the lights, and loving the predecessor, or the next tank in line here too, because I worked out of the ELC yesterday, so I'm now in the AMX 12T, which I've only taken out twice, and I just freaking love it. It is a sweet little autoloader, and man, it is so much fun. But anyways, let's take a quick look at the results of this game. And so here you go. You see master badge I got in this. I did not expect that because it wasn't a loss, but I forgot. I also picked up the high caliber. So in the ELC, picked up a high caliber, which gave me courageous resistance. So you'll see on here, my experience was 1,014. In the post-battle results, it was like 640 for a loss. But then I got 300 and some odd for courageous resistance, which put me up over 1,000 experience earned, 1,081 experience earned for that loss. 2,015 was the damage. Again, 4 kills. Had the most, including the courageous resistance, which for those of you that are unfamiliar with it, it's basically what you would have won if you'd won, if you get one of the classic or one of the big medals in Top Gun or high caliber, or I don't think steel wall counts or anything. I think they count as well. Then you get courageous resistance, which gives you the XP you would have earned had you won that battle. Now that's as I understand it. So 1081 XP. You can see on this team, down here at the bottom, all this stuff. The Jagdpanzer 4 was around. I don't know what happened to him at the end there. If he got stuck in the water, he just said, "The heck with it, we're going to lose." But if I go over here, you'll see that I had 14 shots. I did miss 2 shots. So I hit 12, and all 12 of those penned. Again, this is a good matchup for me in a Tier 6 game, which I think is the lowest tier you can get. This has a matchmaking spread of 6 to 8. So 12 shots hit and 12 penned, 2,015 damage. Only 2 of those shots came from more than 300 meters. The rest were within 300 meters, and I'm not sure I got spotted that entire game. I don't think I got spotted the entire game there. So I spotted 3 vehicles, damaged 7, killed 4, and only had 140 assist damage. But again, this is really nice with that. Also had a couple of different things that are on. I had a personal mission running, so this ended up being a 3,000 XP game for me. So all in all, it was a great game. Love this tank. Having a great time in lights, which is really surprising because I didn't think I liked lights. But so far, I'm really enjoying it. I really enjoyed this, and so much so that I kept it. I took the crew out of it, put it into my 12T, but I actually trained up another crew to 100% because I like this tank so much that I'm going to keep it and play it on occasion. But really love the game. It's been great fun thus far, and just wanted to bring you that replay. So Until next time, this is Cross Train coming to you again from World of Tanks, and I look forward to seeing you on the battlefield. Leave a question, leave a comment, leave a like. Talk to all of my folks who respond to my videos, so love to hear what you have to think or what you say or so on and so forth. Till next time, I will see you on the battlefield. Until then, peace.